Hi, boys and girls. So today we are going to be reading the book La Princesa and the Pea. So technically this book is nonfiction, which means it's real. But it's a fairy tale, you say. Well, fairy tales are actually nonfiction because they tell us about the culture or traditions of other countries. Okay? All right, guys, La Princesa and the Pea. The first thing I notice is that La Princesa is in Spanish. So this book has a lot of words that are actually in Spanish. So we might not know what those are, but because it's a nonfiction book, it has a glossary. Remember, a glossary is kind of like a dictionary for the book if the author thinks the readers might not know what the words mean. All right, let's start. There once was a prince who wanted a wife, but not any niña would do in his life. Niña is another word for girl. His madre was picky. She hoped for perfection. The prince was so lonely, in need of affection. Madre is another word for mother. But here came a maiden en route to her castle. I hope I can stay here if it's not a hassle. She winked at the prince who fell for her fast. No matter what mom does, I'll marry this lass. The prince said, come in, but his mother, La Reina, decided to test her. Would this girl be buena? La Reina is another word for queen. Buena is another word for good. So is this girl going to be good? Mama sneaked away to the royal jardine and found a small pea that was fit for a queen. Jardine. I'm going to think that means garden, but I'm going to check my glossary just to make sure. Jardine means garden. Awesome. I could kind of tell from the picture, too, what it meant. She guarded the pea pod and took to the stairs. If this girl is worthy, she'll feel it's there. She placed El Gusante in the bed for their guest and yelled, Viente mattresses. Lofty request. El Gusante. What was she going to place in the mattress? I think it was a pea. And she said, Viente mattresses. So she wants a lot of mattresses, boys and girls. She wants 20. The queen settled in with a box of bonbons, with lots of strong workers, came in with cocones. Uno was suave, dos was pequeño, tres was muy grande, cuatro un sueño. Wow, that is a lot of different Spanish words. So let's dissect that. The queen settled in with her box of bonbons. I think that's something that you can eat. And I was right, her box of candies. With a lot of strong workers came in with cocoñas. What did they come in with, boys and girls? They came in with mattresses. Number 1 was suave. Number 2 was pequeño. Number 3 was muy grande. Cuatro un sueño. So, number 1 was a dream. Number 2 was small. Number 3 was really big. And number 4 was un sueño. A dream. So actually, suave means soft. Interesting. Several were pinstriped, some made of fleece, other were dotted or checkered or gris. Gris is another word for gray. The Spanish word for gray, the color. The queen ate her treats, the bed was stacked high, and right when they finished, La Niña came by. Here is your cama, a place you can sleep. Thanks, said the girl, I won't even count sheep. So we know La Niña means girl, so let's look what cama means. In the glossary, it means bed. There's your bed. Meanwhile, a Principe practiced I-do's. He knew that his maiden was one he should choose. I think that word means prince. I like her, Mama, he said with a lilt. We'll see, said the queen as she fluffed up the quilts. The queen looks like she's up to no good. The girl stretched her brazos and yawned with her boca, but the bed felt so lumpy like there was a roca. The girl stretched her brazos. Let's see, that means arms. She stretched her arms and yawned with her boca. Boca means mouth. She yawned with her mouth. And it felt so lumpy, she thought it was a rock. Roca, rock. The little guisante was 20 times deep. Could it be the reason that the girl got no sleep? Guisante, remember, that means pea. So the pea is really on the bottom, and she feels a rock. She feels it like it's a rock. She trudged down for breakfast, her ojos so dropey. And how was your slumber? La Reina was snoopy. So her eyes, her ojas were droopy. La Reina, remember, the queen, was snoopy. Great, said the girl. If you like hard and lumpy. Oh, pobrecita, the prince said, you're grumpy. Who would be grumpy if they didn't get a good night's sleep? I know I would. Pobrecita. So I'm going to look in the glossary and see what that means. It means poor thing. You look grumpy. Their guest brightened up as she noticed the lad. Really, she murmured, it wasn't so bad. I thought La Reina. How'd she detect it? If she's a real princess, I think I suspect it. She signaled her son that the girl passed the test. Drat! She had managed to stave off the rest. La Reina, queen. The queen looks a little grumpy. The prince soon proposed with a golden anillo. They married that week in a royal castillo. The queen kept her promise and threw a big boda. The bride wore a wedding dress, stylish de moda. Excepto, they both said I do. And still to this day, the queen has no clue. The prince had put pitchforks and stones in la coma to help his true love pass the test of Queen Mama. Oh my goodness, so the prince was in on it. Some of the words, a golden anillo. Let's see what that word means. It means a ring. That makes sense. And then they married that week in the royal castillo, in the royal castle. All right. The queen kept her promise and threw a big boda. She threw a big wedding. The bride wore a wedding gown, stylish de moda. Let's see. In style. Excepto. Means I do. The prince had put pitchforks and stones in la cama. I think that means in the bed, but let's make sure. Yep, in the bed, cama. The prince and his bride had heels galore, one for each mattress, and then no more. I don't think I need to look up this word to figure out what it means. I think that means they had children. One for each bed, one for each mattress. The end. Okay. So, boys and girls, I have 2 questions for you. First question is, do you like peas? I personally really like peas. Question 2, were there any words in here that were in Spanish that you knew before I explained them? All right, guys, make sure to comment below. I am going to put a website link from the illustrator. The illustrator is Wanya Martinez Neal. And all the way down on the link is 4 or 5 coloring sheets or different activities that you can do. All right, guys, happy Friday, and I will see you Monday. Have a great day.